Ever watched a movie and wondered, how did it get to the big screen?
Or maybe you have an idea that you think would be a great book and maybe eventually a movie.
Yeah.
Well, Meryl Moss is joining us now, and she is a veteran in the field, and she knows all the secrets about how you can make this happen. She's even made it easier for people. Welcome, Meryl.
Thank you for having me. It's so great to see you
It's great to
today.
see you. Meryl, toot your own horn. Tell us a little bit about your background before we begin.
I'd love to. I've been working with authors we just had our 29th anniversary, working with authors out of our offices in Westport, Connecticut. We work with authors all over the world.
Wow.
With all kinds of topics in all kinds of genres, doing all kinds of things. We primarily, we help people promote their books, but about 10 years ago, we started helping people package their books as well. You may not know this, but there are 4 million books that come out every year.
Wow.
And writing a book is the most important part, and authors should spend a lot of time writing their book. And then the next part is promoting it, because if you don't promote, you're not going to be seen, right? So it's a process, it's a journey, and it's a lot of fun. Recently, we started, because over the years, we've had so many people ask, how do I get my book in front of Hollywood? So we started something called bookstoscreen.net, where authors can upload their content, their first chapter, synopsis, their book cover, their book trailer, all of their, sort of assets to be seen by the Hollywood community. And we do that in part with a partnership with Hollywood Weekly magazine that is distributed at the film festivals around the country, and there are hundreds of them. We launched this at the Cannes Film Festival, which was very exciting, and now the next one we're doing is Tribeca, and we've created a gorgeous insert into Hollywood Weekly magazine, which lists all the books that are in our section of the magazine. So for the producers and the agents that are there, it's a beautiful way to get books in front of them. And books can be either represented by their, authors can have representation. This gives them another way to amplify out to agents and producers, or they can be unrepresented. Okay. And this is the way they can be seen. So we're really, really excited about it. This came out of something else that we do called booktrib.com, which is where readers come to discover. And that's a website that millions of people come to look and find out about new books. Where do you find out about your books?
Yeah, well, people like you sometimes telling us, because we get a lot of books sent to the station and then we talk about them here or our local bookstores. But what I think is so interesting is you're really removing some of the barriers, because to even get your work looked at by the big publishing houses, sometimes you need an agent. Sometimes agents won't see you unless you have a big platform. And this is not only to get your book in front of Hollywood, but your book in front of other people like this. And this is a time where Netflix, Amazon, they all want to make more content. So your chances have never been better, right?
You got it. Exactly. And, content is king, and Netflix, Hulu, all the over-the-top channels, even the traditional channels are looking for great content. And you know what I like to call it? It's the democratization of this world. It's open. It's open for anyone to get into, really. And we want to, share that and open the door for people who have something that they want to share. So we're excited.
What about a book about a woman who grew up really not knowing her father, and then he turns out to be the governor of Rhode Island?
And there was a very wonderful happy ending.
A happy ending. Well, that's good. That sounds like an interesting story.
That might be my book, Finding Dad, that he's talking about. Yes, that came out. Yes, thank you.
We're going to get you Kara's book, see if you can do something with it.
Look, I'd love to take a look. We know a lot of people in Rhode Island, as a matter of fact. It's a great state, and it sounds like a great story. We're, right now, it's interesting. We're working on a book called On the Road Less Traveled. I don't know if you've met Ed Hajim, but it's On the Road Less Traveled, an unlikely journey from the orphanage to the boardroom. And he was kidnapped by his father at the age of 3 and told that his mother had died.
Wow.
And when he was 60 years old,
60.
he ended up finding his mother.
Wow.
So, you know, he would be somebody you would love to talk to, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
Meryl, we're out of time, but we would love for you to come back and talk to us more in some upcoming shows. Would you be interested in doing that?
Happy to do it. Would love to. It's been great meeting you too. Love
Great
to.
too. Yes.
Great too.
Love to be with you, and I love that you're here in Connecticut. So we're supporting a local business as well, just one that goes all over the world. So just shout out the website one more time. If people want to get their stuff in front of these Hollywood folks, Tribeca's coming up. So where do we go?
Bookstoscreen.net.
Perfect. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Meryl.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
All right.
great day.